Alright, let us continue. So, we crashed last time. Right? We were talking to her about her past or whatever. Deep-suited trauma and the like. Yeah, I can smash all that.
Who she was. She looks sad and familiar.
This is her dream.
God, look! And that...
This is the cozy
I do
place.
love your idea of hiding out, Envoy.
Then her...
Finally! Wait.
You?
It has... Oh, no. Oh! You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind?
This is definitely sounding like one of Giada's ghost stories.
I am... was the last of the Akita.
Last, huh?
Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So, we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean... the Magfolk attacks.
Yep.
Yes, we've... heard... Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
You just sat here and listened to all your friends' rights and succeeded clearing out of Vodican then. What did I missed some stuff? Come on. Don't tell me I have to scroll. Bro, my scroll wheel doesn't work. Okay, guess I won't know ever. Seems like they succeeded. Yeah.
They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that.
Oh?
But how did the Magfolk reach you in here?
They didn't.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison. Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
I'm sure she would have preferred living. I admire your resolve to kill yourself before the gods could. What an awful choice. I'm sure she would have preferred living, yeah.
You're not helping, Envoy. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
I mean, it's your choice. Isn't anyone else who can do this? Fior still needs you. Are you really willing to give up your apprenticeship with Ringgrim? It's your life, your decision. I mean, there isn't anyone else who can do this. That is true. With Ringgrim, there are other mages, but no one, yeah. There isn't anyone else who can do this.
I'm already intrigued. You don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy. I am so glad that one of Sapadal's chosen stands with you, Yatsley. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions. Tell me about your marriage rights.
Marriage rights.
Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yardsley. And good luck. She's gone.
Yep.
Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Alright, that's main. Pulling back the veil is complete. We see all of us have a duty, a role. She apparently is to be the last Aedyr. Tell the Aedyr story.
This must be the Aedyr building the library. Who braved them to keep the knowledge safe?
The face of such horror. I'm sorry for blowing up all your shit, but you didn't want me to blow it up. Don't make it so breakable. Alright, we continue on our path. It's so loud, man. Okay, when I say no, sound mix should be for headphones. The Northern Islands. Right, the Northern Island. I'll never understand what.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves off.
The hell was that? Big Folk Orenson 5678. Life is a prayer. My faith has been rewarded. God Function has sent unto me a kith, a dwarf named Theodore, who awakened me with Margaret's prayers. Theodore worships me, and in his prayer I see the reflection of prayer back. Once again I have purpose. Theodore tells me he comes from a settlement named Solace, and that in this settlement there once dwelt a dwarf named Dandru, who received divine knowledge from no divinity. For the first time in many multiples of task time, I think that I can truly pray, I can fulfill God Function. I must go on to Solace and discover all traces of the encrusted and utterly extricate whatever remains of them. Praise God Function. Let me guess, can I turn it off? I slowed it down. Oh, I'm shutting down individual one. I am dead as hell. I got slammed, brother. I got slammed up. Ondra's Mortar. Massive patch of ocean in the Deadfire Archipelago that was racked with storms for centuries. Storms were around 2828 and revealed cool shit. Okay, that shuts off a couple more of them. Ow. Ouch. Are they all disarmed? I think it's... Okay, give me this. Brooch of Spreading Flame. Your fire damage has 30% chance to jump to nearby enemies. This bronze brooch set with a magnificent fire opal is a beloved accessory for pyromancers everywhere. When its wearer channels fire magic, the gem glows with a brilliant light. The weak of will must exercise caution when wearing this brooch, as it drives lesser minds to commit increasingly more destructive acts of arson. But the right people, ones with the powerful minds, they can control it. Oh god. How the heck do I get out of here? Probably through here. I don't know about all that. Tell you what. Here's what I can do. Load me back here, because I think we broke the broke that trap, and I want to be able to like properly explore the traps. They're being too loud again, man. They're being way too loud. Okay. This is what... That is ice.
I'll never understand the Aedyr love for death.
Yep.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves all.
That's all of them. Did that pop up last time? Do not know if it did. But we get the brooch of Spreading Flames. Gain Margaret's blessing. That was a horrible sound. So it was indeed glitched out. We are nearing the... what looks to be the party camp right there. That's good. Settler's arrow tells me there's settlements here.
Let's take a break before we continue.
Overlook camp. Yeah, we were here before. That's weird and cool, I guess. Set up a final party camp. This is it.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Are you going to be alright, Kai? How about you, Morris? What about you, Yasri? Are you going to be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me.
Right.
Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long.
Tama?
Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
Did that long enough. Patience, this isn't time to be or place. I'm glad to have you with me and if one of us is ready for what's ahead. I'm glad to have you with me, Kai.
Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
How about you, Marius?
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
Are you doing okay, Giata?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected.
Look at the traps back
Full
there.
of
Nope, that's flags.
Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
Right, 1 second. How long do you think this is gonna last, huh? I feel it too, I'm not alone and yeah.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
And what about you, Yatsli?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but...
Yep.
Well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Take all the time you need. Amazing. Great. Take all the time you need.
Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree.
I mean, my weapons are definitely frightening.
We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard.
Killed a death
You've
guard.
had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Better than I thought. I'm terrified. Ask me again when it's all over. I can't examine my feelings right now. I'm doing better than I thought.
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Zapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything?
More questions? I slow my breathing and mimic the swaying of branches. I don't understand it myself. Just feel like I'm supposed to be here. The adherent code prepares us for anything and everything. Whiskey. If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret. I slow my breathing and mimic the swaying of branches.
Basically the same way you hunt a cloud panther. Become the forest.
Yep.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death like a bad cold.
Yep.
And then you found your own killer and turned him in. It's rare to choose justice over vengeance, especially in the living lands. But you stood by your principles. I think that's where you get your strength.
I didn't know much about you at that point.
Did not.
You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
I don't know about short. Pretty long game. 5 odd balls on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong? Our work isn't finished. The battle is only the beginning. Can we just rest now? The introspection is exhausting. Not enough out of all of you. 5 odd balls on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Yep.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace.
Yep.
If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
That doesn't mean it's Giada's scary story time, does it?
I thought my stories were insightful.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Everyone gets some rest. We could all use it. What if we just stayed here forever and never looked back, ignoring our problems and we can look away? Maybe we could all use rest.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Yep.
Sleep
All right.
well, my friends.
Save here. I'll be back in a second. Can you even see anything? I paused and started it. I'm doing stuff. I don't think you can see it though. Problem. Alright, well I'm gonna have to end the episode here, unfortunately. I'll be back. We'll continue this, I guess.